What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and we are going back to Sega Land apparently because we're talking about Sonic Frontiers again, as Nintendo had just revealed a brand new trailer for Sonic Frontiers during their Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, and they show off Sonic once again running to the overworld and some normal stuff that we're used to, but also included some very interesting stuff towards the end of the trailer. Yes, in fact, we finally get a look at the Cyberspace levels, the levels that are more Sonic linear stages that we're used to. And I have a ton of information about these levels and about more of the game as well, because Sega has revealed more about it in a press release, actually confirming what's going on in this game in the first place. First off, we have the story, and it says Sonic's new journey begins when him and his friends Amy and Tails head to the Starfall Islands in search of Chaos Emeralds. As they approach the islands, sudden trouble hits their plane and they are sucked into a dimensional portal. Sonic then finds himself separated from his friends and awakens in a strange digital world, Cyberspace. He miraculously escapes cyberspace and arrives on Kronos Island, one of the Starfall Islands, full of ancient ruins where strange enemies roam. It is up to Sonic to explore the Starfall Islands and find his lost friends and uncover mysteries around him. So it looks like Tails and Amy, maybe even Knuckles, are all here on this island as well. And Sonic's got to go around trying to find them and stuff. And it looks like it's not just these islands that he's on. He'll also be, entering this area called the Cyberspace, which is like this technological advanced kind of, I don't know, area. It's a digital world made by some creature, which we'll get into in a second. But Sonic's going to have to traverse these Starfall Islands in order to make his way through the Cyberspace levels as well. Because at the end of the day, I guess they just showed up here looking for Chaos Emeralds, which is like, why? That's just, why are you looking for them? Shouldn't you have them by now? I don't know. Yeah, but that's happening. It says the first island Sonic explores is Kronos Island. Its terrain and climate seem frequent rain, large waterfalls, lush forests, mountains, and floating towers in the air. The ruins scattered around the island appear to be the homes of the ancient inhabitants, the Coco. Now, I don't know if these Coco creatures are only in this island. There's multiple different islands that Sonic will eventually explore. I would love to see the different ones. I'm thinking it's probably going to be like a desert, a snow area, maybe even a jungle. But that's pretty cool. Now, the article breaks down into different categories. This one is about the cyberspace. It says entrances to the cyberspace made by the ancient civilization of Starfall Islands can be found all throughout the map. Sonic fans will solve puzzles and complete challenges to earn portal gears to unlock these entrances, access cyberspace levels featuring the traditional, fast-paced, speed-running action platforming. They'll need to complete the challenges in each cyberspace level to receive vault keys to progress further in the game. Now, of course, I'll dive into details about this in a second because we actually got our first look and gameplay of this, so I'll talk about this here soon. But moving on, we have open zone platforming. Players can enjoy high-speed open zone gameplay and interact with various activities on the island, however and whenever they choose. Experience exhilarating combat, puzzles, side quests, cyberspace, and conversations with characters across the island in any order you like to match your playstyle. So it is open zone. You will be doing challenges and stuff in your own order, talking to people in your own order, completing the game in the way that you want to complete the game. Probably very similar to Breath of the Wild, which is really cool. You get to go to any divine beast that you want. I think that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Game World. Sonic Frontiers expands what fans know and love about traditional Sonic games, combining both linear level gameplay and open zone platforming into a new action-filled Sonic adventure. The world map is bigger than ever before, giving Sonic more room to run and explore his surroundings, enabling him to evolve the land around him as he ventures deeper into the mysteries of Starfall Island. So it looks like the world will also change around him. He will be going to new worlds. He will be also doing his linear cyberspace levels, which is really cool. This is actually shaping up to sound really exciting, believe it or not. Next up, we have the battle system. Sonic's combat style is more exhilarating and fluid than ever before. Players can use various button controls to fight strategically, combining moves such as dodges, parries, counters, and more in various combos to show off battle skills unlocked throughout the game. If you prefer more straightforward gameplay, the game also has an auto mode where various attacks combos can be executed with a single button. That's weird. All Sonic fans can easily enjoy the fast and fluid combat system. So it looks like you can make the game easier for you if you want, but if you want to be very complex and have all these cool combos, you can also do that as well by turning off the auto feature, which is probably already off. But yeah, it looks like there is going to be, also we saw a skill tree, so we know that Sonic is going to be able to upgrade his attacks and abilities, which is really cool. And it looks like the combat is a big focus this time around instead of running and dashing into things, which we knew, and just regular homing attacks. Next, we have the new Psyloop ability, which is a really weird name. Sonic learns a new ability called Psyloop, creating a band of light mirroring Sonic's tracks. Surround enemies, items, and areas to cover its various effects, and unlock the secrets of the Starfall Islands. Yeah, we've seen this before. It's just his ability to kind of create this trail behind him as he moves. He can circle around enemies to flip them and stuff. Pretty cool. Next up, we have puzzles. There are various puzzles to solve throughout the ancient ruins of Starfall Islands. Completing each puzzle can grant items to increase Sonic's power and defense, reveal hidden parts of the map, and unlock new ways to navigate the island at fast speeds. New ways to navigate the island. Can Sonic, like, have a vehicle? Why would he even want that if he's so fast? That's interesting. I'm very curious to see that. Maybe there's water portions that he needs to ride something. I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot of this game that we just don't know about, and we're waiting for them to reveal. So that one's interesting to me. Gameplay styles. When you first start the game, you can choose between 2-player control styles. Action style and high speed style. Action style helps with some more accurate platforming, great for players new to Sonic games, and high speed style offers more speed, great for players used to Sonic titles. So this is kind of just like a hold your hand mode, but probably an easier and a hard version. So I like that there's all these different options, even for battling and stuff, to kind of, help the player. This time it depends on who you are and, like, what type of style you play Sonic in, if you're new or if you're a veteran. Characters, we have Sonic the Hedgehog. It just says the world's fastest supersonic hedgehog. Sonic's adventures begin on the Starfall Islands in pursuit of the Chaos Emeralds and his lost friends. He is also guided by a strange voice along the way. We don't know who that voice is. I don't think it even says who that voice is. Maybe it does. I don't know. But Sage is a mysterious girl that appears across the Starfall Islands. Throughout the story, she cautions Sonic to leave the Starfall Islands despite his mission to find and save his friends. Now, I don't know if Sage is technically, like, a good person, because in the trailers she looked like a bad person. So maybe she's one of the main antagonists here. Lots of people compared her to, like, maybe like some of the characters from the storybook games as the girl that cries and Sonic has to help her, and then she ends up being either a good person or a bad person at the end. I don't know. I think it's going to be like an antagonist. She glows with this red, energy. Looks like an antagonist to me. We'll see. But then we have a list of enemies here. It says the Starfall Islands are home to strange creatures Sonic has never encountered before. Players will need to make use of all new battle system and abilities to take down these strange new foes. And we have a little list of them. We have soldiers. This enemy spawns in groups and attacks in jabbing motions with both hands. Cyclones, a floating enemy causing damage with attacks that appear as electric tornadoes. A banger, a wheel-like enemy that rushes towards Sonic once he is detected and attacks at high speeds if provoked. A shell, an enemy protected by a hard shell that attacks at a distance with a boomerang-type move. Sonic's attacks cannot penetrate this hard shell, but other methods such as the Psy-Loop can catch the enemy off guard. We've seen that happen as he circled around it and shot it up in the air. A bubble, an enemy formed by a group of spheres that attack Sonic with electricity. And those are all the enemies. I don't know why they're so basic names. These names are terrible. I mean, literally, it's just what they are and what they do. The most unoriginal things I've ever seen. I don't really care about that. Who cares about the names? But that was just funny. And then we have some actual boss names, believe it or not. One is called Ninja, an enemy with high-speed attacks reminiscent of the flying style of its namesake, can block incoming attacks and strike with shadow of itself. Tower, an enemy composed of various stacking parts. Its weakness is at the top of its head, so Sonic will need to figure out how to destroy each stack to get to it. And then Asura, a large enemy that looks like a tall building. Run up the arm it throws down to find its weakness on the top and attack. Well, this is kind of just like a general list of information of what to finally expect from this game. This is kind of what we needed. Now we just need an official trailer showing all this stuff, and then we're good to go for this holiday. But yeah, still no release date, just coming this holiday. But I do have some more information to show you within the trailer itself today. Now, if you're somebody that's been following this game closely and listening to the leaks and rumors, you've probably learned about the Cyberspace levels a long time ago. I'm talking almost over a year ago, where the leaks were saying that we were going to be playing through very linear levels like Sonic's Past, and different levels that are from Sonic's Past, like from Sonic Generations. And this actually looks like exactly what's happening. It looks like these levels are going to be smaller levels where we kind of just played through linear Sonic stages, and we finally get gameplay and confirmation that yes, this is actually true. I was really worried that there was only going to be like a handful of these, and I was just like, dang it, I want to race through a lot of these. Like, this would be really cool. And I actually saw a lot of these within the trailer itself. So this is kind of an indicator that we might have a lot of Cyberspace levels, which is very exciting. And to access these, you go up to this pillar, and Sonic can then warp into Cyberspace, which then he will have to complete a level to gain a key, which will give him access to more area of the map or just extra areas that he cannot visit yet. The very first cyber stage looks extremely similar to Empire City from Sonic Unleashed, which was a giant city that Sonic got to run on buildings and also the freeways and the roadways of this city, which is very exciting because lots of the leaks said they were going to be mostly Sonic Generation stages, and Empire City was not in Generations, so this is very cool that they're pulling from other games. This is almost kind of like a Generations Part 2, if anything. I was also worried it was going to be too linear and not enough extra places to go, but it looks like there's many different routes that you can take and actually, you know, go faster in different ways. You could have took the bottom route underneath the underpass there, or you can take the above route where you go above the highway, which is very interesting. You get to see all the lights and different streets all in the background and the shattered kind of pixelated glass everywhere, which kind of shows that Sonic is in some type of replica world of the worlds that he's been in before. I'm going to also mention just how detailed this world actually is. There's cars on the way, there's multiple different signs with writing all over the signs, and lots of stuff moving and going on in the background. They could have easily just slapped these stages in very bare bones and just the street itself with a couple of obstacles, but there's actually a lot of stuff going on here if you really try to break it down piece by piece. I love this. We get to see one more, which is Green Hill Zone, and what's so interesting about this one is there's actual enemies. There's enemies from the Green Hill Zone. Like, you got these motor bugs, and I can't believe that they're actually adding enemies from each stage, and I wonder if there's going to be very specific enemies for each area, again, just like Sonic Generations did, which is going to be so exciting that they included all of this stuff. This is going to be like Sonic Generations 2, plus an open world to explore as well, which is just insane. I love this, and I'm so glad that they are also putting enemies and different objects and things from these levels and from where these levels come from. So it's really, like I said, it's really feeling like a Generations Part 2 with new levels that they haven't added yet and just extra stuff. I love this. And of course, after completing the levels, Sonic does then get his key, which he can then probably open up some other part of the map. But something else that I'm also wondering about is we do have screenshots of stuff too, and I'm not going to show all of them. You can look at them with the link. I'll link this whole article and stuff down below. But we get to see Eggman's quarters again with like all these different areas where Eggman's symbol just plastered on everything. How does Eggman play into this story? Did he, you know, start all this? Did he kind of go to these islands with the Master Emeralds or the Chaos Emeralds and you know, create all this problem? I don't know. Or maybe he's going to actually help Sonic this time around in his little camps that maybe Sonic can go in and get upgrades and stuff. But that's still not confirmed, so I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, that's the new Sonic Frontiers trailer from Nintendo during their partner showcase. Let me know what you think of this new trailer and the cyberspace levels and all the new information given to us. Once again, if you want to check out all this information for yourself, you can do so down below. I have the link posted there. You can look at all the pictures as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you're excited about Sonic and anything else Nintendo-wise, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Sonic and Nintendo in general. And I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.